Howdy fam. Today, midday, we got a new rhino blind, compliments of our buddy Dougie Fresh, who, congratulations, shot a beautiful buck the other day, I believe in Iowa. But my guy hooked us up with a blind. Dino created a whole new food plot just for this blind, and it looks fantastic, but we haven't had time to put it up yet. Well, midday hunting calls for midday chores, so we're going to move this up the street and put it on a brand new plot that literally nobody's ever hunted before. We have never planted before, and I'm excited. I'm real excited. All right, y'all, just got this blind, this rhino blind put up. What a view. Look at that. How pretty. That's awesome. Architected this field this summer, and it turned out really well. But we planted corn pretty much all along here where the blind is, because there's actually a road behind us here a ways, and then a road over to our left. So it kind of comes to a T back there, and you could see this field just very easily from the road. So trying to take some pressure off the deer and make this a little feeding area. The deer never really use this field, honestly. Occasionally we'd get a doe and a couple babies that would feed out here in the summertime, but never would get bucks out here really using it. I don't know, even the turkey never strut out in this field, which is kind of interesting, even though there's there's house pressure behind us here. But just trying to try something out here, putting the corn up and seeing if the pressure in the cover of the corn takes the pressure off the deer. Hopefully this is primarily going to be a gun stand, but a gun blind, but we kind of put it up here and set this field up because we always have southwest winds, and a lot of our other spots are just a little iffy with southwest winds, so we needed spots that would be easy to get to with that in mind, and this is going to be the option for that, which is pretty cool. Cannot wait to hunt this in the coming weeks. We're gonna get some bow hunts out of this as well. The turnips, the winter greens are a little bit closer than I thought they were, so pretty cool stuff.
She's perfect. She's perfect for the persimmon palace. Whoa, almost lost it. Persimmon tree. Another 1, 2, 3, 4 persimmon trees. Oak. All the acorns are all busted. There's a white oak in the corner. We're in the middle of this plot. It's like primarily grass and clover, but we're surrounded by fruit and nut-bearing trees. Or even in one. It's pretty solid black walnut. It's got three shoots to it. And I snuck this XOP. Snuck this XOP in it so that we could access the fruit-bearing trees. We're trying. I mean, literally the next mature deer I see, I will shoot. Mature might make you assume horns. Don't assume this. I've got one doe in the fridge, in the freezer. We put a pretty good bite in her already, no pun intended. Had cutlets, had backstrap on the grill, plenty of sausage. Already made chili for tonight's dinner. I like to take care of those that give me permission to hunt, so I've given up a little bit of it as gratitude for the trees that I hear perch in. And hopefully we'll get an opportunity. I know it's weird, we're coming up on a full moon. And it's not rut, obviously, it's early pre-rut. So we finally got some cooler weather. 60s today. It's going to drop down, I think, to the 30s. For sure 40, but maybe in the 30s. And I think we'll be back here in the morning. I don't have my four-wheeler to access the ridge. And I kind of, quite frankly, been waiting for the cameras to tell me to hunt there at this point, because I was hunting it pretty hard. It's easy to get in and out of it without disturbing anything. But they're just not there. I don't understand why, but they're not there. So it's been hot up until now. So we're going to enjoy this evening. I got to stay tucked in the corner so the sun doesn't beat me up too bad. But nearly the last hour, the sun is below the tree line and it's game on. But these deer here will come out anytime. We just need them to come out anytime. We'll be here waiting.
Just got a really nice buck, about 150, 200 yards to my right, making a scrape. We've had him on camera. He's a half a rack, but the one half is really big. He's probably a 4-year-old deer. He's licking branches right now, making a scrape. Definitely gets the heart pumping. But I think if he comes in, I'm gonna let him pass. But it's cool to see. Cold weather's got him up. We haven't seen him in daylight yet. That's the first time. Actually, he didn't even walk in front of our trail camera, so we never would have known if I didn't just see him. But cold weather's got him up, so maybe he'll circle back over here. He just walked off more to the right, so maybe he'll come around. But gotta get in the bush. Gotta get in the bush. It's good stuff.
My first camo man of the year.
There's 4 bucks. Try and sneak in. There's 4 bucks in the pot right now. We just got into the blind. Is that focused? No. Just got in the blind and there's 4 bucks in the pot. And they had no idea that we just did that. Funny, these deer are still on a little bit of or they're just on a couple day food pattern, because these are the same 4 bucks that my dad saw yesterday in this blind. Chowing clover. Chowing the clover. It's funny, about a week ago they weren't touching the clover, so something that is
Food plot chronicles to perfection. Yeah. We talk about non-pressuring the deer. Non-pressuring of the deer on your entry and exit. And look what we just did. There's legit 4 bucks all within bow range. I mean, and none of them even picked their head up. No. Literally none of them picked their head up. That's pretty insane.
It's like a deer farm.
It's like a deer farm.
Is this high fence?
What's up, ladies and gents? We just snuck in this blind with 4 bucks. 4 small bucks, but 4 small bucks in this clover plot. And we were just talking about the we've made a point for some of the food plots to have good access in and out, undisturbed entry and exit. And it worked perfectly right there, because these deer were basically in bow range, far bow range, but they didn't even pick their heads up. And we snuck into the blind. We do have like a little bit of breeze cover, but they had no idea we were here. Pretty awesome. And they still don't.
And they're still here.
And they're still here. We just had a doe come weirdly running into the plot, and the 3 smaller bucks chased her on out. Kind of weird, she was by herself. But we had to do some deer chores this afternoon, and we didn't get done till about 4 o'clock, so we figured we'd jump into a blind that's easy to access. Case in point, it was. It worked. Worked very well. But in the last couple days, some of these deer have been hitting clover, and we had a really nice buck on camera 2 nights ago in here, just after dark, but there's been a couple good shooters in here that are just starting to take their first couple random daylight walks, just establishing the ground, establishing the territory. I don't know that they're necessarily looking for a doe yet, but they're gonna bump some doe around if they're on the food plot, so that's kind of what we're looking for tonight. Maybe get one of those nice shooters coming out here to feed while this cold front is here. Cold day today for October 15th. It's only like 44, 45 degrees. It's going to drop here, so feels good. Deer should be up and moving. They have been already, clearly.
I don't like it.
I don't like it anymore. Really? Well, they left for a little bit, and now they're all coming back to the clover. Little bucks are sorting things out there in the back. Just felt it. Just felt it drop. It feels like 5-10 degrees. Got a little chill. This buck's coming right here. The next half hour could be magical.
He'd have to get a lot closer anyway, but...
Well, no, I know that. They're coming this way.
He's close, man. Wow, that was insane. That was one of the deer we wanted to see. I don't know. I don't want to say I may regret that, but obviously they have a high chance of getting shot up here. But as a deer like manager, I so badly want to see what that deer's gonna be in a year, because he is just not. He doesn't have his full headgear yet, and I know it's not about that, but as a deer manager, I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe it's just the style of his rack, but it's one hell of a buck. That is one pretty New York deer. That's like, I almost just want to enjoy watching that deer. That's like, that's honestly just as good as it gets from a just land managing standpoint. I don't know. I don't have any words really, but what a deer. What a deer. But he has incredible potential. And he ain't gonna make it there if I shoot him. Wow.
We saw him.
We saw him. Man, we both said it. That deer was looking right into the... Or
Yeah.
both of them, they were looking, and I'm like, something's coming up the hill.
Here he comes.
Wow. Insane.
Yeah. Pretty sick.
Man, I know it's his style, but even his body, like
He's not there
He's
yet.
flared up, but he's 3. He's 3. I want him to be 4, but he's 3 years old, and that deer is going to be huge. He's just going to be so, yeah, that's going to be one hell of a whitetail if he lives one more year. But we've had it happen before. He's got a low chance, but you never know. You never know.
Like you said.
He ain't gonna make it if I shoot him. And not saying I wouldn't be happy with him, because that's a good buck. But I want to see what he's got.
He has a very, very nice buck, but you would walk up to him and he's not quite what you're looking for.
Right, exactly. That's what I saw that walk in. I'm like, that's just not what I'm. There's a couple other bucks that I would be like, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I don't want that chase to end that quickly either. It's about the chase. We've said it, so it's got to continue.